S38 ain't no horse battle. Got the family, I'm stepping in your doormat. Catch man sleeping, snore like real G's round here, different format. Big burners, blow your jaw back. Try beef us, where your thoughts at? Your block's hot, I'm a
Davies.
Having your downtime is important. Here, Rahara takes a challenge at a World Tekken tournament.
Let's go, champ. Let's get to work. It's gonna be easy work for me.
I feel like it makes it like
KO.
That's what I'm talking about. Good game, bro. Bullshit.
If you got 5 up there,
Not quite a Rahara's day in the office.
You know, if you look good, you feel good, you fight good. I usually come here a day before the fight, maybe 2 days before the fight. I've got to come here and get my hair cut so that I look good. I feel like boxing I feel like it's all about setting a few engrams in your brain. It's all about punching memory. So everything that I do in the gym is the same thing that I'll be looking to do in a fight. So the same way that I'll be doing, it's like the same shots that I'll be having to throw in the gym, the same shots that I'll be looking to throw in a fight. All the blocks, all the defense, all the foot movement, the fitness. I feel like one of the main things is about knowing how to stay calm under pressure. I feel like knowing how to stay calm under pressure is one of the most important things, which is why every day in the gym I put myself under immense pressure. Every time that I'm in the gym, I put myself through the hardest way that I can literally possibly be put through. I push my body to the total limit, to as far as it can go, because I know that in a fight that's what I'm going to be up against in a fight.
With OD's opponent confirmed in yesterday's draw, he's all settled now, ready for Friday night.
As a big name in the boxing world, and
It would be good to also look back at his career and explore some key lessons that he may have learned over time.
What is it, 2014 if we're going 5 years ago? You're cool, right? So what was crazy about it, I think I spoke to your brother the other day and he said everyone from the hood was there. So you said you made $3,000 as well?
No, I made 2K.
2K, sorry.
2,000, yeah.
2,000, that's a lot for a first game.
Yeah.
How did you do that? How did you make that happen?
Selling tickets. I was on a ticket deal. You know how it works on the small horse shows is you sell your tickets and you get a percentage of it.
Okay.
And I sold many tickets for that fight, so I ended up getting like £2,000.
That's crazy.
Everyone from the hood came out. I'm from Hackney. Everyone that's from Hackney came out because I went to school with these guys and I got kicked out of my school. They saw me go through the hoods, go through the court cases, go through the drama and the trouble and the gang life, and now I'm a pro boxer. Everyone wanted to say, you know what, I want to see this with my own eyes. I want to see it. And everyone bought a few tickets and they all came out. And it was lovely to see.
Okay, so we're gonna have a look at some footage from that occasion. And so, like, I knew you a little bit at that point. I think I remember you getting back into boxing because you wasn't into boxing as committed as you were at this point. So yeah, let's have a look. But yeah, the crowd's jumpy. You've got your hat there, which is so funny. I guess that was the style back then. But what was Rahara like at this point? 2014, going into your first professional fight, you got support on the stage, clearly. Well, who was Rahara at that point?
Your first few fights, it's about enjoying it, it's about entertainment. On your first few fights as a pro fighter, it's not like you're going in there with a former champion, you're going in there with a journeyman. And that's the introduction to the pro boxing scene, so you know that you're going to win. So you're just there just to enjoy the show. It's all about enjoying, having a good time, because there's no trouble. It's all about looking good and enjoying the atmosphere and the scenery.
Yeah. Do you remember what song you came out to?
Nipsey Hussle.
Oh, for real? I can hear that actually.
Nipsey Hussle.
Look at my car.
Yeah.
Okay. Big. So who's on this stage with you right now?
Tunde Ajayi, my first coach as a pro. Spencer Fearon there, Black Friday Management, he managed me at the time. James Argent from The Only Way is Essex. Junior Saba, amazing boxer. Yeah, that's it. And my friend Gino.
Okay. Was you quite nervous at this point?
There was no nerves.
No?
There was no nerves because I knew that it's just about having fun. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to look good, and I'm going to go and have a burger.
And do you remember the opponent? The name of the opponent you fought?
Ivan Levickis.
Yes.
Ivan Levickis.
Right. This is actually kind of crazy to look back at, and I'm sure this is the same for you as well.
And the Mayweathers, I know he's knocking off that jab.
You had that power early on.
Not rushing in, just measuring.
Have you looked back at this before? That guy must have had a terrible night, man. Goodness, you were all over him.
You got paid.
Yeah, true, to be fair. So you won this fight from a unanimous decision. I think this is at the end of the fight. Do you remember what you did at the end of the fight?
Probably want to go and get a burger.
No, literally in the ring.
I think I done push-ups, didn't I?
Yes.
I think I done press-ups.
So you already had that entertainment factor about you already.
Yeah.
Where did you get that from? Because that's not normal for boxers to.
I've been a fan. I grew up watching, do you know WWE?
Yeah, okay.
I used to watch guys like Undertaker, Stone Cold, Steve Austin, The Rock, and these guys were all entertainers. And I wanted to be that as a kid. I said, you know what, I want to be a WWE wrestler. But obviously, I got into boxing, and I incorporated the same thing into boxing. I've always been an attention seeker from when I was a kid. I've always liked attention, and I want everyone to be looking at me. If I'm there and they got another 15 other people there, listen, look at me, don't look at them, look at me. I need to do something to make them look at me.
There you go. The referee's all waiting. You just told me that you got signed to Eddie Hearn from the second fight.
Yeah, after my second fight.
After your second fight.
Yeah.
That's quite soon. It's not really
Yeah, it's really soon. I got the deal with Matchroom through my friend James Argent. My friend James Argent, you know, he's got links and he knows this person and that person. So through James Argent, after me and Tunde had our falling apart, I joined the Sims' gym, Tony Sims. I met Tony Sims through James Argent. And so Arj got me through to Sims, and Sims got me through to Eddie Hearn.
Yeah, okay.
But I've got to give all the credit to Arj because it was all Arj really.
Okay.
And then I got signed to Matchroom.
Right.
It was a life changer for me. It was a life changer.
That's when I couldn't message you on Facebook no more. Then times, no replies from there. Okay, the life change, man. Like I saw a lot from the outside looking in, and in some ways it was a pleasure looking at it from that distance, so you could see it and almost see it from an external point of view rather than from the inside.
Yeah.
You got signed with JD Sports, so a lot of things are happening to you really fast in your career.
Yeah.
How did you manage that?
I didn't manage it in the right way. Looking back now, I'm a lot older now, a lot smarter, a lot wiser. I didn't manage it in the right way, and it was just like, listen, I'm a guy from the hood who 11 years ago I was sitting in Crown Court, Class A drugs, and they were looking to do me for attempted murder. And a few years go by and bang, I'm a boxer fighting on Sky Sports. I've got a JD Sports deal here. I'm driving a decent car. I'm getting attention from girls when I never ever got any attention from girls. And it was a whole, and no one taught me how to juggle it or how to manage it. I've got a family there, but they can't teach me that because they haven't been there. Only someone that's been there can show you how to handle it. And then I realized that there's no blueprint on how to handle it. You just got to go with it, make the mistakes that you're going to make and learn from them. You've got to make certain mistakes, and I feel like my brothers and stuff, they saw me make certain mistakes, and you know, with like the females and the money I used to spend on them and going out on a few holidays, and they didn't say anything. But now I look back, I think that they didn't say anything because that they understood that I've got to make all of these mistakes for myself and learn from them. Because if they tell me it, I'm gonna be like, nah, don't try to control me, blah blah blah. Don't try to control me, and then it would have caused a disagreement between me and them, and I would have still had it in me to want to fulfill that. But now I feel like I fulfilled what I wanted to do, and I've learned. It was a waste of time.
Got it. Let's look at your 10 fight now. So this is Andy Keats.
And the keys.
Do you remember this? This was what, your first fight at Wembley, I believe.
This was the O2 Arena.
Oh, the O2 Arena. Sorry.
My first fight at Wembley is when I fought Andre Scarpa.
Yes. Okay, that's next. So this is at the O2 Arena, first time there. Grew an afro there. What was the horror going through at that point?
Changes.
The ladies' man, a horror, yeah.
No, it was more horror, enjoying freedom, horror, and enjoying freedom. This was the same show where Andy Joshua fought for the world title.
Okay, against Charles Martin.
When he fought Charles Martin, so I won my English title on the same show. It was just experiencing that freedom. Everyone coming to watch me live on Sky Sports. I'm like, guys, if we can't be there, don't worry, it's gonna be on Sky Sports. And I love to say that, guys, if you're not gonna be there, it's gonna be on Sky Sports. I love to say that because it makes people feel like, wow, you're fighting on Sky Sports. Wow, you're on that level. And I'm like, yeah. So this is me me having an afro. Like, I'm free to do what I want. No one can tell me what to do, what color I need to dye my hair, how to have it, how to talk, how to dress, how to act. No one can tell me nothing. I'm a free man.
And you mentioned, you definitely worked on your punching power. You said that improved. You're at that point, 10 fights, 8 knockouts. So you're just knocking out people for fun at this point here. And I actually remember watching this live, so I remember watching the whole card for the Charles Martin fight. And you were just someone that was storming through the division here.
Yeah.
How did you find him, if you remember?
He was easy work.
Okay.
He was easy work. To be honest, he was one of the easiest opponents I've had because for that fight, that was my last fight that I fought at lightweight, 909. Because after that fight, I couldn't make weight.
Look at that.
Even for this fight, at the weigh-in, I was really drained. I was, I found it really hard to make weight. So, once I made weight for this fight, I said to myself, you know what? This is my last fight. This is the last time I'm gonna be fighting at 9 stone 9 pound. Right. I've got to go up in weight. And if he was a good opponent, I would have got stopped because I found it so hard to make weight that I couldn't perform at 100% of my best.
Yeah. Okay.
So he was easy work. He was easy work.
And you still knocked him down.
Yeah. That was a good shot to the body.
Speaking to you privately as well, you said you look back at one of your best fights against Derek Matthews. The build-up was crazy as well.
Yeah, the build-up was crazy, yeah.
I'm like, all of you lot, I'll pay you my wages.
So there's a lot of pressure on you at this point as well because you had to live up to what you were saying.
This is the last fight that I loved boxing. After this fight, the love for the game went. The day after this fight, I woke up, got out of bed, I didn't love the sport no more.
Really?
Yeah. It's sad when I think about it because that's the truth. When I think about it, this is the last fight that I loved the game. I loved this fight, the whole build up for this fight. I loved it. The morning and the feelings and the nervousness. I loved it. And the camp and the build up. I loved every second of it. But the day after it was done, it was like, you know what? I've had it now.
You went on to finish him here, I think. What was it about this fight that you feel was your standout fight when I asked you that?
The last time I loved it.
Okay, so it's a significant point for you as a person.
Yeah.
Josh Taylor.
I've never seen this fight. This is my first time seeing a fight since it happened.
Okay,
My
so
first time.
you're in Scotland for this fight. How was that for you? How did you feel in preparation for this fight?
What prep?
Okay, so like that.
What prep?
Okay.
I knew how you were gonna put this fight on the thing. I was gonna phone you, and say, you know what, don't put this fight on the thing. But then I thought, you know what? I know you're gonna put it on the thing, but it's okay. I'm ready to talk about the fight now. For that fight, after I fought Dave Matthews, that was my biggest fight, and my life changed so much.
Yeah.
Bought a new car, had a girlfriend. I've got a girlfriend for one of the first times I got into. I've got a girlfriend.
I remember.
And we started going and as I'm in camp, I wasn't living camp life. When I was in camp, I should have been at home watching my opponent. I was at home I was in different restaurants, in different bars, in different hotels, and we're going here, we're going there, spending money, buying this, buying that, buying a car, enjoying life. I didn't watch not one fight of my opponent when I fought Taylor. I didn't watch not one fight, not one. Not one time did me and my coach sit down and together watch a fight. There was no game plan. I just went through all the most of it. You know, camp, yeah, just do camp again and go fight.
Which is interesting.
And also for this camp, me and Tony Sims, we all had a certain method that we used for each camp. For this fight, we changed up a bit. He put me a strength and conditioning coach, which I don't believe helped. Throughout the whole time, I knew I didn't need any strength and conditioning. I think when you look at different fighters, what works for one fighter isn't going to work for another fighter. And he had me with a separate strength and conditioning coach where I used to meet him in the gym, and the whole time I knew that I shouldn't really be doing it. It's not going to help me, but I just done it because I'm an obedient guy. I'm an obedient fighter. I'm not going to speak over the coach, but I knew the whole time. So my muscle, I was so muscle bound, I was actually stiff. I was actually stiff in the fight, and once my legs went, they went because of all the lactic acid that built up in my body. Once my legs went, they were gone. Whereas I'm usually fit, I can move around the ring, blah blah blah. I don't get any lactic acid ever. For this fight, I did because of all the weight. So once the lactic acid built up on my legs and they went, my legs were gone. I'm like, what's going on? I never experienced this before. It's all new to me, and my shots, it was all about punching power. Whereas I've got natural punching power. We don't need to work on that. Work on my speed, work on my skill. The power's there. We don't need to do this way, that's gonna make you punch a lot harder, do this. No, I don't need any of that stuff. I'm natural. I'm a naturally heavy puncher.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So what I'm taking from you, and it's quite very interesting, and I think it's more powerful than you think, actually reflecting back. It shows you how well preparation is going into a fight. And the reason why I say that, I've seen big parts of your preparation for this fight and the whole thing that we're going into. It's a whole lot more different.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot more attention to detail.
Yeah.
More specific. And so it's kind of good to look back and for you to understand that maybe you didn't do so well, and that's explainable. Rather than imagine you've done so well and then you put your heart and soul and you blood, sweat, and tears, and then whatever happens.
Yeah.
That makes it a bit more harder for you to resolve. Fair to say?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like in this fight I learned a lot about myself.
Yeah.
What works for me and what doesn't work for me.
Can we have a look at a few clips? I haven't got too much.
Go for it. I don't mind. I'm ready to see it.
Now, for me personally,
Look at that shot. Look at that double jab cross. What was that? What was that? I'm all about trying to get him out of there. There was no skill. Can I swear? Bullshit. Bullshit.
So this is in the 5th round now. Or actually in the 1st round still. So when you said you had a bit of stiffness in your legs, did you feel this early on as well?
Nah, probably
as time went on.
Yeah, as time went on. Look at that. I've got nothing. He's a good fighter. You know, he's a great fighter.
Did you feel that way at that time as well?
Feel what way?
Did you feel that he was a great fighter at that time?
I knew he was a great fighter. Former Olympian, fought in the Commonwealth Games. He's won so much as an amateur.
Did you have so much confidence in your ability that you would have done so?
I had no confidence in my ability because I knew. Listen, even in sparring for this camp, I used to spar guys that I usually school in sparring, and then I was getting schooled.
In preparation.
And I'm like, I used to school these guys. I was like, how come I'm getting schooled now? So even throughout the whole camp, my performance in my sparring wasn't up to par, and Can we pause this? I don't really want to watch the rest of this. Can we just go to the next fight?
Yeah, cool. No problem. I appreciate your reflections on this as well. I think it's only like a minute or two longer.
Yeah, it's alright though. Let's go to the next one. I don't watch the fight because people tell me I need to watch the fight, but I'm like, that fight's not me. That's not me fighting in there. You give me 100 burgers, you tell me to go around a London marathon, I'm not going to do good. Why? Because it's not me. Me is what I do when I'm fit, when I'm in shape, when I'm me. For that fight, it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
And even for my next fight, when I fought Tom Farrell, I was still, even though I stopped doing the weights and stuff at that time, I was still muscle bound, I was still stiff. Even when I fought Tom Farrell, it took months to come out of me.
Let's fast forward that then. So like, you've had quite a few fights here. This is Blonde O'Hara, and where was you at then? So you fought Tom Farrell. You had one more fight before him?
Yeah.
How are you here? Because this is when you're now with Frank Warren, I believe, right?
Yes, when I was, after me and Tony Simmons ended, I was with Carlos, like my friend Carlos Moreno. He was my boxing coach at this fight. So just like being under Carlos for a few months, we decided to start working together, and we went into this fight. And I was in good shape for this fight.
You was?
I was in good shape for this fight. I won. We had a game plan. Stay calm. It's easy work. Stay calm. Work him out. Ain't no rush. Ain't no hurry. Ain't no rush. Just be calm.
Harry even spoken to you about this all the time. What has been some of the things that you developed under Tony Cisse in this time round and got back?
I think it's the mindset I've always had. Don't care about anything. Don't care about the girls, and I don't even know how my next fight draw is going to go. I don't know what day I'm doing it or what's going on. What I know is that I'm having a fight next week Friday. That's all I know. What I know is that I'm having a fight. I don't know who the judge is, who the ref is, how it's all going to be done, how it's all going to be built up. I don't really care about that stuff. Now it's just about the fight. One goal, one mindset. Fight, deal with your opponent. But before it was more, what's going on? How is it going to work? Who's the referee? Who's the judge going to be? Who's this going to be? How's that? Like, nah, we don't need no judge. I'm going to knock him out.
And can I implore you, hopefully we can look back at this day, and yes, there were some moments where it didn't bring back great memories, but we're bringing it all back to this fight here now. Stay in the essence that you're in. It's so pleasing to see it from the inside now, where you're at and how you're training and how you're dedicated to everything, and I feel like we'll see the fruits of that.
I'd admit it. At one point, I lost my passion for boxing. Knowing boxing is a business is one thing, but knowing that there's all this politics involved too, it can easily sap your motivation. One thing about boxing for me though, it's progressed me, given me discipline, hope. Growing up where I've come from, I can easily say that it saved my life.
And also these are tough games. Plenty of potentially big fights out there for it.
How did I get my motivation back? I went back to my roots. My old coach, Tony Cisse. He was very inspirational in my early amateur boxing days. He's helped me get that old feeling back. I'm hungry. OD 2 tanks. And I'm coming for that golden contract.